work out that pent-up frustration hammering in your chest. I'm sure there's another way for us to work out our pent-up frustration that involves hammering in another way. Hello, and welcome to Bloodlust. This is a yandere dating chat sim from the wonderful creators of Killer Chat, in which you play as a hunter who has been bitten by a vampire and turned into the thing that you hate the most. Will you choose to follow your creed and kill them so you can go back to what you once were? Or will you embrace it and fall for the very monster that turned you? Let's get started. I am so excited. Also, for reference, we are going to be romancing Nick in this playthrough. Welcome to Octania, Hunter. All the paths in your life have led to this. Your name, Yinny, and your nickname is Winter. You present yourself to the world as a woman, so the legends will sing. She is Yinny. They speak of her as the finest hunter in Octania. Correct. You would describe yourself as short as hell. You are a aristocrat. You come from a rich and aristocratic family, a scholar in the arts. You are skilled in learning and divination. Orphan. You're orphaned as a child and raised by criminals, thieving through the night. You're skilled in stealing. And paladin. You were raised and trained by the church from your youth, a healer and protector in one. You were skilled in cleansing and healing. The war dog. As a child, you ran away from home and fell into a band of warrior mercenaries, paid to kill and raid vampire establishments. You were skilled in raiding. Proceed. I'm gonna be a paladin. Because I think it's just so interesting to I guess have you fall in love with your actual mortal enemy? Was your relationship with the god in the church? I'll say it's good for this one. Are you baptized? Yes. Are you baptized? You were baptized, which allowed you the peace of mind to pursue vampire hunting. The first vampire you killed had been purged of the earth. You're fulfilling your duty as a vampire hunter. You weren't baptized but still decided to pursue vampire hunting. What's the worst that could happen? I want to go with yes, because I want to entertain the option of potentially just absolutely falling from grace when we eventually fall in love, because I think that's so cool. When you're 18, you join the vampire hunting guild of the High Priest. The guild of the High Priest are the first vampire hunters in all history. Bearers of the cross, the High Priest hunters fight in God's name to cleanse the land of vampiric sin, delivering them back to hell where they belong. Probably gonna be the one that I go for if we're gonna maintain that character. The Guild of the Tower believes in the salvation of all creatures, including vampires. The Tower Hunters view staking as a kindness, delivering the human souls encased in vampires back into the embrace of God. The Guild of the Fool hunts vampires for sport. The Fool Hunters, proud and ironic, fight one another for the spot upon their crude leaderboard, listing those with the most vampire kills in all their guild's history. The Guild of the Hanged are lackadaisical and reckless, taking a carefree attitude to staking. What will be will be. The Hanged Hunters welcome all hunters to their circle, including ones that have not been baptized. Proceed. You think your best trait is your kindness, charisma, detachment, honesty, chaos, and relentlessness. Probably I'll go with the first one. Thanks to your exploits, Octania calls you the Vampire Huntress's warrior, the heir to the Vampire Huntress. The Vampire Huntress Reborn, something else. You can put your own one, but I want to do this one. Are you sure of this, Hunter? There'll be no going back. Correct. Very well, Hunter. Welcome to Octania. All the paths in your life have led to this. Where do vampires come from? Oh, Yinny. You know the story? A destroying girl murders her father in cold blood. He dies and he can't go back into the dirt. Cursed by his unnatural death, killed by his own kin. The weeds refuses entry into his grave. He dies but his soul has nowhere to go, for Mother Nature forbids his return to her embrace. His soul has nowhere to go, so he haunts his own body and traverses the cold earth. Such is how vampires are made. A vampire hunter's job is therefore honorable. We return drifting souls back to the earth, melting into the dirt where they belong. We end their sin as they inevitably begin it. Isn't that why you decided to become a hunter, Yinny? Well, it's one of the reasons. You're running, heart in your throat, stakes sweating in your palms, steps clattering against the cold crude ground of Octania, the full moon slicing razors of silver under your feet. An infernal howl echoes behind you, a vermin spawn of the vampire overlords. One of Casino's 1,000 monstrous hounds tearing down the dark-lit streets. Pray, 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 it seems to scream. Eyes black as hellfire, mouth a gaping maw of oblivion. It knows what you are, vampire hunter, and it wants you devoured. Where do you go? So I'm pretty sure this determines which love interest bites you. Abandoned ballroom theater, I think that's Sofia. The middle one where it's a church, I think that is Nick. And third, I think that is Florian. I really like Nick, so we're gonna go with him. You turn right towards the graveyard church, broken and decaying. You're terrified that the vermin hound might tear through the wastepaper walls, but still, under the protection of God, it can't. It shouldn't be able to. The vermin hound's scream grows frantic, distant and far away. Relief grows in your throat. Thank God you lost the vermin hound. You're living through this. But before you can catch your breath, you feel it. Fleshy fangs tear through your neck, fast and deep and fierce. You scream, stake in your fingers, struggling to make its mark in the bastard's heart. It's a vampire. Kill it. Kill it now, please. It's too late. No, you can't die like this. You can't. You can't die like this. You still have a mission to finish, need to avenge. You wake up in the graveyard. What happened? You were chased down by a vermin hound. You found your way here to escape. Your eyes widen, you were bit, you were drained, and you should be dead. But you're not dead. That means... Oh no. Oh no no no. This can't happen. You're a hunter. Not a freak, sinner, scum, a tick, corpse, monster, leech, beast, savage. No. You don't remember how long it takes to stagger home. Don't remember when you end up in front of your mirror. Don't remember clutching your neck. Don't remember feeling the blood drip through your fingers. Don't remember the mark now embedded in your neck beside your throat. The ravaging red rash itching under your skin like an errant maggot consuming your insides. Tension coils in your stomach. It's unmistakable. This is alchemy. You're turning, no, amalgamating into a vampire. You need to do it before it's too late. Kill the vampire that dared to bite you. You know what you have to do. It'll be like your first kill. Back then, you were hunting 2 vampires down, you only killed 1 and you felt scared. Yes, you killed a vampire, but the skin that squelched underneath your steak sounded so human. No, this won't be any different. What's that? From Nick. You bothered my graveyard, you disturbed my congregation. You attempted a little murder on my soul, don't you think that's rude? A godforsaken high priest hunter messing up my rhythm, but hey, I'm not picky. I'll take a convert when I can get it. Come to us if you dare. You'll be one of us soon enough. After all. And hey, here's a gadget to get you started. On the ground's a weird gadget. Your heart stutters in your throat. You've heard rumors, stories about an invention that allowed vampires to communicate with one another across Octania. You didn't think it was real, but this is real. Open it. I've been told by Aiko and Nikolas that you'd be coming. Who are you? I'm Ryuko. I don't own this realm, but I guard it. Who are you? I don't know much of anything about you, Yandere, but they're calling you Nikolas's blood-suckling, so that is what you'll be known as for now, until you finish turning into a vampire. Is that what's happening to me? Turning? Yes, you're bitten by Nikolas and he has decided to turn you rather than exsanguinating you into a husk. Nothing more. What he sees in you I don't see myself, but that is your predicament. Who owns this realm? Aiko Kazanov. Name ring a bell? It does. You know that family name across centuries, the Kazanovs. First of the vampires, the original sin. It is knowledge burnt into Octania's soil, haunting through the nightmares of every child, through every generation. Hell, you've only escaped the wrath of the Kazanovs by the skin of your teeth a day ago. It's why you're here. Because you were escaping the vampire overlord, Zacharias Kazanov's vermin hounds. Of course. Aiko's the vampire overlord's daughter. Yes, she is. She prefers not to be referred to that way, though. I'd appreciate if you avoided doing so. Her father unleashed his vermin hound on me. Do you want to apologize? Say sorry. Yeah, that'd be appreciated. Sorry. You should apologize for dreaming up something so ridiculous. She's not to blame for what her forsaken father chooses to do with his immortal life. Aiko can't see what I'm saying. But this ecosystem she's cultivated in this gadget is precious to her. Don't you dare ruin it. Do you understand me, Yandere? Wouldn't dream of it. Thank you. With that out of the way, I'll let you access the realm. Leave your questions with Aiko, or the one that bit you, Nick. Aiko especially will be rather enthusiastic. As for myself, my eyes are on you. If you try anything, I guarantee you'll regret it. And this is it. Here lies the vampires you'll be spending too much time with, a realm of Aiko Kazanov's creation. Because of course the first vampires to walk Octania's land would also own a thing like this. Out of all your encounters with the vampires, you suppose this can't be the most unearthly experience you've ever had with them, though it has been the most insane one yet. But forget it. It's time to blend in. Here your thoughts shall take shape as choices when the time is right. Go send your intro message. Okay, introductions. Type in introduction. Hello, I'm Yandere. Take a look at the roles and choose your roles. Pronouns are she, her. Your century 1900s AD. Your clan is Kazanov. You're bitten. Your diet, it doesn't actually matter, but I'm insanely curious. I haven't decided yet. Okay, and this is solely for my enjoyment. Favorite vampire ever in the history of vampires? Count Dracula, Carmilla, Count Orlok, I'm not choosing. There you go. A one-stop tour of the vampires in this realm. And your weird gadget. You suppose you'll have to talk to them too. Craving Steaks is typing. Oh, Nick, you got a brand spanking new vampire for me? That's so niceies of you. Not a vampire yet, pray tell. Still a blood-suckling working her shit through. Blood slowly modeling into something like us. But you know it's inevitable. She calls herself Yandere. Oh, cool. That being said, nice to meet you, Huntspawn. We don't bite. Oops, that's a lie. We very much do, obviously. That joke is tired, but I love it. So you have to suck it up, baby. I will. Anyway, ignore you. Hello. So happy to have you here. Aiko's happy whenever anyone comes in here. As she should be. She's a little insufferable. I'm sorry? You're obviously not very sorry, but gorgeous. You know that's not what I meant. How could I ever be sorry for anything in the world? I am, however, very sorry about how far I've derailed Huntspawn's meet and greet. Yeah, it's really nice to meet you. Ah, a nascent bloodsucker. How quaint. You'll enjoy the bloodlust, Huntspawn. I'm happy to be here too. Yay! Sorry, wait, same professional? Awesome. Any immediate questions or concerns, or should I do the introduction spiel? What's Ego Casanova doing creating a gadget in a realm like this? I decided to stake out my own fate. That's what? She decided to subject everyone to her whimsy because she was bored. Casanoves, says he, as if he isn't one. Quit it, Nick. We're already doing you too many favors. You wish, man. How does this work? Oh, apologies. It's been a little while since I've explained my world to newcomers. As you have definitely realized by now, you can talk it with me and the other suckers. I created Bloodlust.exe because I was bored out of my mind. And let me tell you, vampiric immortality is particularly awful when you got a mood disorder. And barely any social interaction. Adrian, please. Is this no socialization you're seeing me enact with thine own eyes? Aiko was underselling herself. Aiko realized that meeting in graveyards to congregate was dangerous, particularly if hunters caught wind of our scent, then we'd have a massacre on our hands. Hence Bloodlust.exe, a way for vampires to converse without being subject to mortal danger. Okay, yeah, that too, but mostly boredom. Wouldn't it still be possible to track down vampires through this gadget? Nah, it's pretty foolproof. If a hunter got their grubby hands on it, what are they gonna do with it? It's not like they could triangulate any one of our locations. I'd adore seeing them try. Wouldn't it be so cute? Imagine staking the target as if they could do anything more than nothing. Speaking of hunters, let's go hunter tracking. No shock, here is where we report hunter sightings. If you see one around, just pop them in here and that hunter's gonna be left high and dry for the day. Has there been a hunter who's been bothering you? Oh yeah, Yinny? She has her name echoed loud and clear through Octania. She's a high priest hunter, all about that sin cleansing and letting us burn in hell, whatever. Oh, disturbing. Everyone's saying she's like the spiritual successor of the vampire huntress, which, lol. But don't worry, Huntspawn, she won't get close. Not if I'm here. Thanks for the protection, right? Also, isn't it extremely hilarious that she shares a name with you? Awkward. Not that you'll correct them on that front. No, freaking curious. I hate the look of this hunter, Echo. Seems like the type to go where she doesn't belong. Even if somebody already knows. Here, I'm heading over to Blood Harvest, by the way, if you want to take a look-see. Here is where we talk about our diets, aka the art of bleeding human beings or being vampirically vegetarian. There are vegetarian vampires. Yes, Celestine and Fantastic, if you'd like to introduce yourselves. Hello. Ah, fresh blood suckling. Hi. As you likely figured out, vegetarian in a vampire context means we don't drink human blood, but animal blood. When we talk about varies in here, mostly because some are exclusively enjoyers of human blood like Holy Cross and Grotesque Queries. So Nick and Sofia. Yeah, some of us don't mind so much, like me. Maggots are my not girlfriend, rusted stardust, hence the blood's blood whatever roll. Which means we take our blood when we can get it, whether it be human, animal, or other species non-defined. You can choose to mix up your diet, of course. Mix it up, switch it up. I might change it, I'll decide later. Yeah, we're not hard asses about this sort of thing. Finally, here's the most important place you want to know, Clan Central. Clan Central here. All clans can chat freely with one another. However, they also have private channels that even I don't have access to, because I don't need to see what the stinky vermin are getting up to. Jokes. But yeah, I figure no one needs to be poking my nose or it doesn't belong. Can you explain the vampire clans on the server? Yes. So far, we've only got 3. Clan Casanova, that's me. I can't see. Clan Von Christ, that's Sofia Von Christ. And Vermin, who are leaderless. Since they're technically a vampire subtype rather than a clan, but Maggots, aka Florian, is the guy that's the most withered in the group. Obviously, there are far more vampire clans than 3 in all of Octadia. Sorry, not sorry to the other vampire hunters out there, but I like to think we're the most significant ones. Can you tell me more about the Casanovs? I'm not sure if there's much more to know. You've heard the legends, right? We're the first vampires, the original sin, the lineage drenched in it. Father's the vampire overlord of Octania, terrorizing every living and undying thing in its path. You must know this. Yeah, everyone freaking knows this, and I know you know it. You, out of everyone, would. Man, stop rubbing it in. Can you tell me more about the Von Christ? I can speak for myself, Huntspawn. I founded my clan because I was so indelibly bored back in the 1400s. We're the most influential clan in all of Octavia. Baldy is Sofia. Casanovs are right here. Yeah, and do I look like I care? At least attempt to wear some semblance of clan pride, please. Aiko can do as she wishes. If Aiko sees it's true that we, the Von Christ, are the superior vampire clan, I shall only welcome her assessment and think her judgment sound. The superiority is counted in the number of corpses you necromant, sure. Is that jealousy I smell from your throat, Nick? Nah. Back to the matter at hand. I and my bloodsuckers do not merely bite anyone. As we are superior, we are selective. Only those that prove their worth to me are granted entry into my clan. Can you tell me more about the vermin? I'll leave that to Florian to explain. Maggot, you're up. I don't want to state the obvious, but us vermin are very monstrous. We weren't always vermin to start with. We began as vampires first, whether a soil reject or bitten by another. At some point in time, as a vampire, we get staked by a hunter. But for whatever reason, we aren't killed properly, so we transform into the form we are now. I want to find out more about the vermin. That's really cool. Does this mean I should have a channel on my own too? Oh yes, let me unlock your clan channel for you. Holy Cross took a bite out of you, so you're going to church. Just kidding, he doesn't actually have a clan. Hashtag Luna. Could you blaspheme me, Cousin Irv? Why do you always act like this when I'm only trying to be nice? Define nice. My name's next to it in the dictionary. Anyways, it's true Nick hasn't gotten enough vampire converts to earn his clan corner here. I do have a veritable number of converts, Aiko. Why didn't bother with dalliances in your server is anyone's guess. Anyway, that's a lot of words to say. You're staying with us. Are there only 3 Casinos on the server, yourself included? Still more than the 0 Nick's wielding. Yeah. Go forth, Huntspawn, into your private clan channel. Wow, they grew up so fast. God, this is so much to take in. You need to take a breather. You need to figure out what you want. You're turning into Nick's vampire, his saintly convert. One of his lineage is soaked in sin. You'll be his to do all he wants of you. Well, that sounds kind of hot. Filth, everything you sought to kill. Everything that ripped everything from you, you won't recognize yourself. I must kill the vampire that bit me. Only then will I become normal again. I know I'm beyond saving, I just want my revenge. This one, let's start falling into desperation. You're past saving. Your body's grotesquing itself out of itself. You're turning, becoming something darker and horrid and fetid. An undying creature. You can't face the High Priest hunters like this, but you can avenge yourself. You can kill the things that made you this way. You can't let this break you too. Hey Hunter, think we should talk, shan't we? I'll hear you out. Alright, let's chat. Oh, he's so pretty, look at him. Hi. Maybe I should just give up on this whole hunter thing and like settle down. It's about time anyway. Jesus, you look worse for wear. Are all your pickup lines this awful? Nikolas snickers. You're a bloodsucker out, weren't you? But we should talk since I bit you and didn't finish the job as I should have. And nah, I haven't told the rest about your predicament. What with being a hunter? We can keep it a secret between us. Cause it's not looking good on you if they find out. We don't need to talk. I need to kill you. You need to kill me or you want to kill me. Kiss that stake to my dead heart. Go, do it. Let the blood leak between your fingers. Hear that thing hiss and burn. Isn't it all you say to think about? It's not all we think about. Only most of the time. Do you think that killing me is gonna fix you? Hilarious, sure. Why not play it your way? Get your experiment out. Will removing Nikolas of the mortal world fix what's wrong with me, I wonder? You made what's wrong with me. Why isn't any of your business? It's not. The way you act's a free show. Oh, hell, the Von Christ should close their theaters. I could spend all day watching you play the fool. Doesn't matter, you're still dead at the end. Is that so? Shame, because I've got a grand design to create and you're what they call it a distraction. An interesting distraction, sure, but still a distraction to get it over with. Try and kill me, Hunter, please. Thousands have failed across centuries for you to succeed. I'm not like other hunters. Sure you're not. You're a high priest hunter. You think we belong in sin, burning like the blood-sucking sin-screwed freaks we are. You're quite frankly the most freaking cliche hunter I've laid my eyes upon. I'm not like other hunters. Kiss my goddamn ass. Oh, sorry. I know it's different. You got my golden mark spiraling down your skin. You're my converts going to my church, my congregation. You're already part of my grand design, Hunter, here for when the reckoning arrives. I think you're sin. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm here like a lighthouse, a signal and a warning. You want me? Yes. Get it over with. I've got shit to do, and if you got half a brain in that pretty Hunter head of yours, you know where to find me. What a day. How insane. You need to hunt down Nikolas. You know exactly what you need to do. Go back to where you were the night you were chased out by Overlord Casino's vermin hound. Back to the church graveyard where Nikolas holds his congregations. But would it be that easy? Get it over with. He must be at his church. Go. Your fate awaits you so soon. You arrive at your destination, a ruined graveyard with an equally ruined church. Nikolas was running a congregation when he crashed, whatever that means. How could he? He's a vampire. Everything holy should burn him, and yet, you don't like this. How could he bypass God's might like that? See, that's why it's so interesting, because you're like incredibly holy, and he isn't. But why isn't he getting smited by God? Could everything you be doing a lie? Search. You search for Nick in the graveyard, the dead whisper in the breeze. Pick up. There's nothing in the graveyard for you to pick up unless you wish to disturb the dead. There's nothing else for you to do here. Use skill. Cleanse. You murmur a chant under your breath, a prayer for the dead. The graveyard is still, not a dark soul or vampire in sight. As if your chant has cast a protective incantation over the land. You close your eyes and exhale. Good. Stake? You decide to cut the air with your stake with even more obnoxious zigzags. You can almost hear the air sigh. Look at the graveyard. You gaze upon the graveyard, grand and unholy. This is the land of nothingness. Look at the church. You gaze upon the ruined church. You feel an unholy force compelling your steps towards it. Resist or don't resist? Oh, I'm gonna save. Don't resist. A church is a church. What could go wrong? You enter the church. Upon its ledges are gargoyles carved into rock. And they start to sing. A screaming melody, an echoing cacophony, noises too loud, shrieks upon shrieks, but you make out the words you can hear. God's grace is with this one, a born-again hunter. Do you think God's grace is gonna save you from the bloodsuckers because you've been dunked in holy water? Shit. If it were that easy, I'd have thrown myself into the holy pool centuries ago. Pray some more, Angel. You might just pray your vampirism away. God, his design is so pretty. Look at him. Better question. I could say the same about you. A holy vampire. How very fascinating. He grins wide. He seems genuinely flattered. What does it matter to you? I assume you're not gonna try and make me see God. God gave me the strength to eradicate you. In spite of your words, Nikolas seems amused, practically proud. Of what? That you have a cause you believe in so utterly, that the furrow in his brow gives away at his underlying irritation just the same. Whatever, you talk like I care. I've gotten all I need to know from you since you bothered to show up though. I'll give you one answer. Open your eyes, look at the state of this church. Why aren't I burning? God's as dead as me. Screw you, Nick. An infernal laugh echoes through the church. You slash your paladin's longsword. Nothing. Smoke and mirrors. He's gone. You return to your home feeling an ache in your chest. Nick got away. You need to find him, but how? Stalk all of Octania. Risk another run-in with the vampire overlord's vermin hounds. Kill vampires to work off the hollow in your chest, empty as it has always felt. You glance at the gadget in your room. Maybe there's an easier way. Make friends with vampires and search for him? Let's see. Unspawn, welcome to your new home. Quote unquote, you are moving in. So set up the boxes. Hadrian, grab her stuff. Driftstone, orchestrate the music. Holy Cross, bless this realm or make it unholy. Whatever it is you do, I will prepare the stakes. Why am I always in charge of the hard labor? And why are you always the one preparing the steaks? Oh my god, it's literally in my avatar. Get good. And because you're a big, strong vampire man, then I'm just a girl. Oh, I guess she disappeared. Great job, Aiko. It's okay, she'll come back. I'm sure of it. Perhaps you should intermingle with this realm. Talk to your clan. Even vampires deserve a chance. Maybe you're enjoying this more than you're supposed to. It isn't the worst thought in the world, is it? Miss me much? Yes, maybe just a little. But hey, I hope you're doing okay, Winter. I know the realm can be overwhelming, but it's cool here. Not much quieter, mind you. Hush hush. But, you got anything you want to ask us? Might be easier here. Not that I don't love those bloodsuckers. Only that it's not so busy here. What's Nick doing in here? Is he a Casanova? Nah, not a Casanova. He's gonna travel past to hang with us. Because between us, he hasn't got much of a clan of his own. He does. They're only not in your realm. Yeah, and why is that? Because they're irrelevant. Delete that before Nick shows up and begins his spiel. Okay, jokes aside. I swear, this clan isn't that sad. There's more of us out there. Like the overlord vermin hound that stalked the streets. Neither I nor Hadrian or my runaway brother decided to convert. They're just not in my realm, but with time. Trust. Yeah, sure, trust the process. Old man overlord Casanova doesn't count. No, he's... Who wants a father in her realm? Seriously. And see why not? He could bring some much needed authority to your realm, Aiko. Authority? Nah, no one him here. Full stop. Aiko's realm, Aiko's rules. Thank you, Winter. I knew I could rely on you. Alright, well, where's Nick gone? Wow, you seem attached. Probably converting more to his quote-unquote congregation. He's convinced he's a vampire savior or some shit. He's delusional. But we deal with him. Because we have to. Oh, I absolutely feel delusional about him. Oh, a confession so fast? Interesting. Unspawn seems like Nick's been bothering your mind. Out of every vampire to fuss over, Nick is perhaps the worst. Yay, I sure know how to pick them, huh? But I suppose you cannot choose your own sire. You can just call Mr. Nikolas the Misanthrope. A Hadrian voice. Oh, so true. I do not talk like that. Yeah. Oh my god. I forgot to ask the big and basic one to you too, Winter. I can kinda tell, but I want to hear it straight from the source. What do you think of Nick? I like him? Kind of? Oh, that's super cute. Now I miss Ruko. Time to bother her again. Don't mind Eiko. Whatever's going on between you and Nick has flashed her back. She's pining. She's been doing this for centuries on end. I'm not pining after Ruko 24/7. Excuse you, Hadrian. Maybe a little. Yes, yeah, it's been centuries. Put me out of my misery, please. Sure, I'm gonna stake in the back somewhere. Do it quickly, blood-suckling, lest the skin tear off your flesh. Oh, the horrors of steak. Hadrian. Why am I always surrounded by men? I don't even like men. No, you're Ruko-sexual. Shut up and let a girl live. Thanks for being in charge of pace, Unsport. I can speak for mine and Lunaris' behalf that we're so delighted to have you here. The girls keep winning. There's a lot of words I want to say. Here's your warm welcome to the realm. And the show goes on. What an insane week you've had. From being chased down by the Overlord's vermin hound to being bitten, and now winter hasn't felt colder in Octania. Chilling. A plague in your blood, churning a wreck out of your bones. You need to rest, but you feel restless. There's a disease in you, working sickness under your skin. Vile, vile vampire, vile, vile thing. This can't be your fate. You're a hunter. You refuse it. You shut your eyes. The weariness eats at you. It's time to sleep. Your dreams are dark and violent. You dream of death. You dream of vampires decaying through your teeth. You dream of dying. You dream of teeth gnashing at your throat, draining the blood from your veins, dumping disease into your flesh. Growing out of your jaw, sharpening, slicing, pure to a fault, immortal. You dream of the huntress whispering, whistling in your ear. The hunt has begun. End of episode 1. Oh, I'm so excited. This has been really good so far. Where do vampire hunters come from? You know the story, but I'll say it again, because you like it so much. They call her the huntress. A girl that rose out of her Christian family, a stake in her fingers and God bearing down upon her back. She couldn't stand the desolation upon Octania's hand and took it into her own hands. Legions of vampires fell by her hand as she whispered victory. Gone be with God. She staked until her very last, a bloodsucker infestation in the forest, undying and overwhelming. But in her 20s, taken too soon. The hunters of today remember her. Carve her into her immortal glory. She is the one who showed us the way. They say the hunters of today hear her as a whistle in the back of their brain. Vampires still roam the earth. Finish it, your job here is unfinished. You carry the huntress's legacy upon your back. They call you the vampire huntress, reborn for a reason. Make her proud. I think I'm about to disappoint her greatly because I'm about to spread it for a vampire. You wake up, gasping. You wake up scrambling. You feel the nick of teeth on your tongue and your heart sinks. So fast already. The cold moon slices down upon your room. You stare at your reflection. It's unmistakable. Fangs are peeking from your mouth, but you're still present. The mirror does not hide you. Your soul remains despite everything. It's still you. You're not a bloodsucker, not yet. Oh, but you're getting there. What's it they called you? A bloodsuckling. You're changing. You bite your lip, a fresh canine bleeding into your skin. Well, it's time to speed things up. It's so dead at night. Sad days. You're all supposed to be vampires. What the hell are you all doing with sane sleep schedules? That's true. I can't believe I'm the only one living up the life like it's supposed to be lived. Low-key, I can't sleep if anyone here wants to talk about steaks. Steaks? Screw me. I'm here if you want to talk. Oh, yay! Yeah, I do. That's cool. Right, let's scroll up. Hi. I know we don't know each other very well yet, so this is pretty nice of you. Are you sure you're down to chat? Totally cool if you got, better things to do. No pressure. We're talking about our favorite steaks. There is no pressure. Okay, you're so right. You better tell me your steak preferences. I like rare. Tender is the flesh. Okay, yep. Classy. But steaks aside, what did you actually want to talk about? Would you believe it if I said it was steaks, not steaks? Like I keep dreaming of a vampire hunter about to strike. The vampire huntress reborn or something ridiculous like that. I'll get over it. It's not like I care. Those losers are gonna get me. Like that huntress loser specifically? As if. What about you? you shouldn't be up so late. Considering we're vampires, actually, our sleep schedule is screwed. Never mind. But I doubt you're trying to get ahead of the game, skipping forward to when you're a totally converted vampire, so what's up? Would you believe it? I had a nightmare too. Wow, look at us, nightmare buddies. What is it? What's it? You better start telling. It was about the Huntress. Wow, the Huntress. Must have been rough to be thinking about the bane of our existence. I know it's different as a vampire. Hell, I had a real freaking rough trying to come to terms with it. Like how tainted I must be to be kicked out of nature's arms. Am I that freaking terrible? And though you're bitten, I've heard enough stories to know that the guilt feels the same. But you're not alone in it, okay? It's why I made this place. So if you need anything, don't hesitate. Okay? You'll regret promising that. Now, I'll sooner regret my favorite steak than regret that. I'd indeed be a terrible steak connoisseur if I didn't. Okay, so that's that. Aiko's nightmare is weirdly disturbing. To think that she dreamt about you without knowing it. What an odd coincidence. But back to more important matters. You've got a vampire to hunt. Holy cross. Hi, Nick. Hey, Winter. I wasn't done with our conversation. So don't leave me hanging, darling. Want to talk or what? Pleasure's all mine, but pray tell, what's the occasion? I want to know what's got you waiting so long. You said we should talk. So here I am, talking. Are you always as sarcastic? Or just as sarcastic when it concerns me? Flattered either way, just wondering. Not at all, but you seem to change me. Wouldn't be the first time I've changed you. What? Too soon? I couldn't kill you. Sorry, had to do it. Couldn't have you stake me in my church, how freaking Christ-like. Like I said, I've got shit to do, but so sorry, couldn't resist teasing you. Who's grand, high and mighty and pissing me off? You. And who's losing horribly and murdering me? Also you. Coward? It won't be a failure for very long. Nikolas looks slightly amused. Nah. I got all I needed from you. The gargoyles sang such a graceful tune, didn't they? Baptized in your youth, cleansed by Christ. Holding up that stake like God intended. I like that. Makes it better. You're a pretty little thing to corrupt. See, this is what I'm saying. Corruption enemies to lovers is so hot. You're too late, Nikolas. My face already screwed. Now that is fascinating as hell. You think Octania's ruined, huh? God's abandoned us all to rot. There are no saints left in this land, I think so too. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why do you care? Have I got to explain every little thing that passes my head, or could you please figure it out yourself? You should visit. Come to my congregation when it's in session. Aren't you kind of saintly as hell? Then you'll like what you see, Hunter. Sure. Let's say I like your perversion. Doesn't do anything for my hate of you. Perverting? I'm hardly a pervert, only a heathen, or so they claim. I'm the true savior. Octania just needs to hear it. He's gonna go on a power trip and it's gonna be so bad. So hot though. Evil yet so hot. If evil, why sexy? Go on. Hate me, love me. Make so much of me. I'll believe it when I see it. And I'll see you soon, won't I? Church this Sunday. The bells are tolling. Don't forget me. And so the bells are. You'll find Nick, whatever it takes. But for now, it'll do you good to gather information first. Our disturbance is always this unusual. A touch of blood suckling in the realm. Fresh meat so fascinating as winter is such fun to come by. By God, how good it feels to not be bored to tears again. Oh, hi, Linaris, you're back. How have you been? What have you been up to? Oh, the usual, thinking of a girl bygone, begging for a savior, slicing my tongue on my teeth, ridiculous matters. Damn, if it isn't Cloud Cuckoo-lander. Oh, Nick, so sweet. How the view of the birds from up high, Iris? Oh, just darling, I saw a peacock the other day that reminded me of you. But last I remember, you aren't the girl that calls me by that name. Oh, Peacock, a pretty boy. Thanks for the compliment, Cuckoo. Nick, bro, stop being rude. He's not wrong, Linaris is insane. Adrian. You're a Casanova, Nick is not. Stop siding with him. Fine. Kill a boy for saying the truth. Aiko, don't bother. They're right and I wear it well. Hey, whatever you say, girl, more power to you. Thank you, Bloodsuckling. How are you doing? And I'm speaking specifically to Huntspawn and Aiko. No, Nikolas, I don't care for your stick-up-your-ass holy exploits. Rude. And mine? You'd forgone the privilege, but feel free to share still if you wish. It'll go unheard. Is Linaris? Wanna go first, Huntspawn? I think whatever you have going on is way more interesting than whatever I have going on. Yeah, why not? I was wondering about the churches of Octania, where bloodsuckers go to pray. A fantastic oxymoron. Pray to burn they must. The unholiest here is a boy frothing with every delusion, our very own holy cross. You don't have to do that, I'm already here. And you'll want to speak about delusion, Linaris. You're the one head over heels over an emotionally screwed hunter. Oh, thank you. Isn't it the sweetest tragedy? A shame you won't ever come to understand. It's a compliment, by the way. Don't even know why I bother with you, Cuckoo. And I have much better things to do than bother with you, Nikolas. Though how rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. Excuse me, please, bloodsuckling. I'm Lunaris and just Lunaris. Luna if you must, Cuckoo if you're Nikolas, or Hadrian and Riz to a hunter that hates the moon. But I won't bother so long with myself, Huntspawn. Seems you have so much anguish to think through. I'm sorry, anguish? I didn't think it possible to stutter through text, but yes, anguish, a beautiful, distressing bucket of it. And what about you, Echo? Was your mind fallen upon? Same old for me. Holed up under the casino, stained glass windows and ceilings. Sad. I'll miss you when you go. Steaks. I am not suicidal. Good. Mew! Oh my god, where'd you come from? My gadget glows incorrigibly when you message and I'm forced to gaze upon whatever it is you're doing. Oh, just say that you love me. Sure. I love you. Wait, seriously? I'm your friend, of course I love you. You're supposed to tease me. Am I not currently teasing you? Christ, this got gay fast. Shut up! I seem to be missing my bag of popcorn. Don't make grabbing popcorn a habit whenever you see Aiko and Ryuko. You'll feel that salt overdose quick. SMH, can we please get back to the thing Huntspawn has her sights set on? Please, please, please. Is there much more to say on it? Duh, like as if there's sudden interest. Could it be something related to the loser they call the Vampire Saint, perhaps? Yeah, and what about it? Don't be ridiculous. Hey Ryuko, the salted popcorn at hand? I think we got a new show to watch. Delightful. Oh crap. Okay, not all of it is a lost cause. You've pried a little more out of your bloodsucker, but Lunaris and Nick's bickering hasn't brought you closer to the truth. Congregation, maybe. It's just the same church from whence it began, but could it be that easy? You grit your teeth. The tip of your fresh fangs bite through the skin of your lips. Breathe in, breathe out. You're fine. You'll fix this. You have to. Seems like you have to go deeper. Just like how I'll go deeper in Nick. Maybe you can talk with those in the realm, one-on-one about your predicament. Who do you want to try your luck with? Talk to Aiko. Aiko's worth a shot. She's been the friendliest so far. Maybe she'll tell you something she won't say among the vampire public. Hey, I need your help. Hiya! What do you want to know? Please tell me where to find Nick. Nick, that sneaky bastard. If you want to find him anywhere, he's got to be in his quote-unquote congregation on Sunday. He loves his church to bits. Why he even cares is kind of beyond me. Like, we're vampires. What are you doing entangling yourself with the holy? That aside, if you're looking for a seat in this congregation, I'm pretty sure you can't just waltz in. Like, there's a procedure to the thing. A procedure? A passphrase. Before you ask, I'm sorry I don't know what it is. But if I had to guess, it's probably something in the Bible. Micah 7:7, Mark 9:23 or whatever. I wish I could be more help. Are you sure you can't ask Nick about, I don't know, getting coffee? Positive. Okay, well, good luck with all this. Thanks, Aiko. You're welcome. Who am I to get in the way of grand romance? Yeah, about that. Did Nikolas say something? Look at you, already hopeless. There's that. Do you want to try again and talk to a different vampire? Yes, try again. Talk to Ryuko. Please tell me when to find Nick. Why? Talk to Nikolas, not me. How should I know where he is? Nikolas may be of a rival clan and he may be a massive pain in the ass, but we're still vampires as you are. What do you want with him? Only what I said, where he is. You understand I have no knowledge of his whereabouts, yes? But if you insist on finding him, he'll be lurking on the streets of Octania. Aiko told me he tends to lurk near the orphanages, or the hospitals or the funerary services, chancing upon the disillusioned. The disillusion? Or his congregation? If he is to obtain worshippers for his deluded cause, he must find those vulnerable enough to believe. And that tends to be those who have recently fallen out of love with their god. Now, do you do anything else? Or am I free to go? You're free to go. Thanks, Ryuko. Try again. Let's talk to Atlantis. Hey, could I ask a favor? I don't know you, but I suppose you know everything about intruding where you don't belong. What do you want? Damn, she does not like us. Please tell me where to find Nick. Shit, you're talking to the girl born out of the sea. She doesn't know what's going on with that rat's ass of a land-dwelling vamp. Wait, there are water vampires. No, that's obviously a play on my name. What will I do with you? There's that. Do you want to try again? No, I have what I need. I'm moving on. Okay, so you learned a little more about Nick. It's another step closer to getting him for good. Staking him and being done with it. Your guild will be proud. The High Priest Guild will be happy to hear that you and the hunter are responsible for sending Nick into oblivion. Into hell, where vampire and vermin belong. You're following in the huntress's footsteps in the very clan she came from. Who wouldn't be proud? The huntress whistles in your ear. Whispering, whistling, grinning with feral teeth. She will be made proud. It's time to put what you found into practice. Don't talk here at all, but I thought I'd say. Had a kill today. Drained it like a flesh bag. They're saying it's the mayor. The mayor? They're saying it is. Who am I to know if it is? Uh-oh. Are you serious right now? Atlantis? Have you seen me joke before? I like that mare. I'm sad. Don't talk to me right now. What are you waiting for, Atlantis? Don't tease. Show us everything. You want the gore too? Christ, everyone here is needy. Fine, fine. I'll ask Holy Cross for his favorite. My favorite? Do you even need to ask, Lunaris? My blood suckling was delicious. Oh, thank you. I'm sure you're delicious too. Something in her blood tanged my teeth, the kind of spice I liked it. Explains why she's so feisty. Now he's playing with you. Screw that. I'm still sad, but popping in to say I'm enjoying my popcorn. I've seen the body. Yeah, that definitely is the mare. Oh, whoops. Did I walk into something? Did we move on? We did, but thanks for the enthusiasm. Thanks for the enthusiasm, Lou. Well, that's that. Time for you to get in touch with your clan. I'm sorry. I'm not over the fact that Atlantis blood sucked the mare. It's fine. I'll be fine. Does it really matter to you that much? Yes. Well, no. But it was a favorite mortal of mine. Short and plumpy and cute. Like I could do no harm. I literally do not have the power to hurt your type cute. You'll find short things tend to have a temper. Hey. Exhibit A. You. Oh, Hadrian, I do not have a temper. I'm a well-adjusted young vampire, excuse you. But yeah, I was hoping maybe one day I could sink my fangs in the mare's neck and convert him into a Casanova if I was feeling niceies that day. Atlantis beat me to it by brutally draining every drop of blood out of him. Oh well, it's not a competition. You need to stop converting anyone that strikes your whimsy, Aiko. Say the quiet part out loud, Adrian. You're talking about Lunaris, aren't you? Who else would I be talking about? You, Nikolas, I can't judge. You're not a Casanova. Whatever you do with your hunt spawn is your responsibility. But Aiko, you're quite literally the face of the Casanovas. Need I remind you that we're the ancient lineage of vampires, the original sin? You don't need to remind me, obviously I know what that is. Whoever you choose to convert reflects on us. Lunaris, need I remind you, is the vampire pining after a hunter decidedly not reflect well upon us. Our reputation has been ruined enough with the runaway prince. We don't need your tomfoolery on top. Whatever, dude. Keep whining about it, I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. Yeah, you can't say the situation they're facing is exactly unfamiliar to you, considering your predicament with Nikolas, but you won't think of that for now. Call up the dogs, Hadrian. Did I ask you to comment? Thanks, Winter. What the hell's wrong with you, Hadrian? Oh, is Nick getting protective? Aiko is the Casanova clan princess, and you're just some loser the prince decided to convert. Biting because he needs a new chew toy. And how would you know about that? Oh, please. Word gets around. Ooh, spicy. And I'm in the habit of connecting dots together, something you're in need of clearly. But shit, you wasted enough of my breath. I have a congregation to prepare for. Did I get a DM? I did. I've been DM'd by Nick. You still coming to church? Of course I am. I like to hear it, Winter. Alright. Hey, nicely to grace me with your dashing face, but we both know you're not just here to indulge me. What do you know since we last spoke? I know I need a passphrase to get into your congregation. Care to give a hunter a hint? Cute. I'll tell you this. Everything you need to know, you've already got it. In fact, if you bother to read a little about me, you've seen it. Think about it, won't you? Don't make me spell it out, that's too freaking boring. Come on, give another hint, won't you? Ah, shit, call me a saint, won't you? Sure, I'll give you another hint. What? I just gave it to you. The hint. That's it. Silence? Be a smart, Hunter. Let it simmer in that good-looking face of yours. You're all scrunched up and thinking how cute. Call me cute again. I wonder if he likes having his hair pulled. If it helps. It's not a Bible verse. I love blasphemy as much as the vampire overlord loves his throne, but I don't care enough to involve that sort of Christianity in my church. And what will I see after I enter your congregation? You'll see glory. I know you stalk orphanages and hospitals and funerals for prospective converts. Why? Ryuko tell you? Shit, of course she did. Because they're in need of my salvation, duh. Does that explain it? Sure. Now you're just avoiding the question. You're right on two fronts. One, that's exactly what I do. I convert them into my congregation. Everyone's part of my grand design. Two, yeah, I'll convert them into vampirism too. Because then they'll really listen. Sorry, you're not special. Thank God. I never wanted to be special to you. Oh, but you are special, Angel. Don't you see it? You're a hunter. Hunter-made vampire, which is unheard of. In my near 700 years of existence, you're a historical anomaly. You're exactly what I need. You're the key. But what I think doesn't matter. I'm more interested in what you think, Angel. Do you think I'm delusional like the other fucking bloodsuckers in the realm? Or do you believe in my grand design? Yeah, let's say I believe. What then? A light perks up in Nikolas's irises. He's enjoying this. You'll figure it out when the time comes. When the fangs you worry into your tongue starts to bleed, yes, I see the growth. Don't you worry, I'm damn proud. You'll see. What a situation you found yourself in. Nikolas. Maybe you could ask your guild for help. No, you can't. You have fangs growing out of your gums. How could you possibly see your guild in this state? They'd sooner stake you anyway, if they see what you are. blood-suckling. You'll be going hand in hand with the devils. Before you know it, who's to say the high priest hunters won't send you to hell once they know what you're becoming, what you are. You're on your own. Ooh, I got a message from Aiko. Hi. I don't mean to bother, but I was just insatiably curious. What's going on between you and Nick? You know what's going on. If I did, I wouldn't have to ask. We're making out as we speak. Oh my god. Wait, seriously? I still wouldn't call what we have a romance. Nothing that begins with murder ever is. It's just the means to an end. You got all the conflict, the love and hate, and the want. Especially so in your case because you're dealing with the bloodsucker that bit you and got you here, duh. Makes it fun though, doesn't it? And the good thing about being immortal is... it truly is one for the ages. Just wondering, is there a reason why you're messaging? Oh, just distracting myself. Is that obvious? Just has a meeting with a vampire goddess later for dinner that, phew, is kind of a hot shot, so I don't want to mess it up. Do I know this vampire goddess? Maybe. They're Estridge, if you know them. Gorgeous redhead to die for. I know Thursh is from Gluttony Gods. You're a fresh blood suckling, so I doubt it. Unless you're from a small town, they terrorize and or are a hunter up and nosy in every vampire's business. One of those options are impossible anyway. Please, you're a Casanova. Why be nervous when you're at the top of a food chain? Sure, we may be the original sin, but I'm still entitled to nervousness. But... Okay, enough about me. I'll leave you to it. Good luck with your shift. Anything final you need from me? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Don't you have a date to get to? Yeah, I'm almost late. Bye. I owe Rico a call before Estrid. It's almost time. Are you ready to face the music? I'm ready. You're ready as can be. Though there seems to be a call going on in the realm that could give you final insights before you go off to murder Nikolas. Maybe destroy the state in the realm for God. Ooh, who's talking? Yeah, why not? Doesn't hurt. Hi guys! Whoa, so Aiko is in here. I'm in here. Atlantis, Lunaris, and Ryuko. Oh, hey bloodsucklings. So cool to see you here too. We're having a bit of girl talk. Aiko, please don't call it that. They're psyching me up to talk to their Estridge. Just hanging out before they inevitably appear. They'll be showing up in a couple. If you're nervous, don't be. You're Aiko Kazano. Most are horrified of you. Even you, Ryu? Yeah, terrified. Oh no, the horror! No, Ryu, don't let out that cute little scream when you see me. How could I possibly live with myself? Oh my god, please, I do not scream. Ooh. Screw you. Lunaris, are you seeing this? Yes, I'm being inundated with it. You're lucky to have joined now rather than the last, I don't know, half or so hour of flirting. What? We weren't flirting? No, silly, of course you aren't. Flirting with me. That's not what I... Never mind. Yeah, what she said. We're centuries-long vampire pals, nothing going on here. Girl, you couldn't be more obvious if you tried. Hey, bloodsuckling, you sound kinda nervous. What's going on? Hey, wait, why is Sofia not in here hanging out with us? Yeah, I'm nervous about something that's gonna happen. Don't be nervous, you'll do great. No, do stay nervous, you'll mess up. Atlantis! What, Aiko? There's no need to be so mean. I'm symptomatic. Nervousness brings all the shit tidings, crucify me for the truth. Lovely. A quasi-romance tragic sore you're dealing with, isn't it? Nikolas faking his saintliness. Nikolas has been tough to crack. He isn't so impossible once you know what he wants. He's playing at a revolution, so play into it. That way, there's no way to lose. What does he even want from me? It's obvious what he wants, isn't it? He wants to change Octania for good. He wants your worship. And worship him I will right on the altar under the eyes of God. And it's gonna get everywhere, if you know what I mean. And he calls me delusional. You're extremely delusional, Lunaris. Oh yes, but please, the difference is I'm self-aware. Nick buys his own bullshit wholesale. Oh, he really pisses me off sometimes. Doesn't he piss you off like a lot of the time, bloodsuckling? Wait, don't answer that. Of course he does. Try making him mad, that's gonna help. I don't know if this helped much, but I appreciated it. Good luck, bloodsuckling, and shit. There's here. Is that the death glare I see? That's me gone. Bye. It's time. You grip your paladin longsword in one hand, the gadget to Aiko's realm in the other. Tucked within your clothes are stakes lined in a neat row. Where will you go, hunter? Try Nikolas's church. Okay, I'll move myself down just a little bit so we can look up the top here as well. Nikolas's church. Once again, you enter Nikolas's church. The seedy gargoyles watch you with their darkling eyes. What is the key? They snarl over stone mouths. Silence? The gargoyles laugh high and heady. Grindstone against grindstone. Saint, tragic saint, perhaps you'll find the answer was buried in the beginning all along. The beginning? Is it talking about why you became a hunter? No, this isn't about you, it's about Nikolas. Could the gargoyles be talking about what he said? What did he say to you? There's only one way to do this. Look into the realm. Alright, let's have a peek. In the beginning all along, check introductions. There's Nikolas's introduction. A passphrase. Which means a sentence, which means, could it be? Let's have a look. Where's his introduction? Don't know what shit to say. Don't have a clan to my name. Call me a saint, dig me a grave. I have the answer. Once again, you enter Nikolas's church. Call me a saint and dig me a grave. A rumble from under the earth echoes out of the gargoyles. The cracked stone mouths widen, crumbling out debris. Woohoo! Oh, good for you, Hunter. You figured it out. I'll try not to give you shit for needing a helping hand. The church is still. It is waning under the dying light. You inhale as the gargoyles show you the way, a dark path descending down, down, down. What greets you isn't what you expect. You expect a black chamber drowning in blood and bedraggled coffins. But it is light. You feel it on your skin first. Sunlight goes through the stained glass windows, dancing pretty colors upon you. You can't help but think that it's inappropriate for a congregation of vampires. Do they want to hurt so badly? To burn? A gargoyle shriek brings you back. Then the quick shuffle of feet, the groan of men, the whisper of women, the giggle of children. Nikolas's congregation arrives. In white and dark, fanged with teeth, vampire in every measure, you're in the belly of the beast. And suddenly you're knocked on the ground upon a mural of Christ forsaken, dying on his cross. Look who's here. Ooh! Oh, he's so pretty. You're hot. How to change your heart? Got over yourself and decided to come, Hunter. Kinda Hunter be curious about what her vampire's up to. I'm your vampire. Think you're sorely mistaken about the power dynamic here, Hunter. It's quite the opposite. Doesn't your cross burn? Nikolas glances at the cross in his hand. Oh, the silly thing? You get used to the burn. He giggles. He grips his cross tighter, and despite his glove, you see it. The smoke, the burn, but he grins as if it's nothing at all. I'll grip him tighter. And you're what? The God King. You're the embodiment of blasphemy. Yeah, sure, High Priest Hunter, thanks to the Christ-approved decree. Should I beg God for the right to blasphemy, or are you gonna take it in your own hands and deliver me to hell? His vampires stir. They're all eyeing you with a smile as if they're all in on the joke. You don't like this. Nikolas glances down at you, towering like a god above, looking at nothing. His grin's still unhinged, too wide, his fangs gleam in the light. You feel a heat in your gut, because I'm a freak. What's with that look you're giving me? Why are my gargoyles so courteous? Call me a saint to dig me a grave, so they sang why I practically spelt it out for you. Did spell it out for you. Is it such a fantastic shock, Hunter? Thanks for not murdering me at the church door. You're very welcome. You talk as if I could have destroyed your sweet face like that. Nah, the occasion's gotta be grander. You bristle, your fingers tighten on your stake. Nikolas stares at the motion, a grin twisting on his mouth. If you hate me so much, you need to get over it. Kill me now. Work out that pent-up frustration hammering in your chest. Take it out on me. I'm sure there's another way for us to work out our pent-up frustration that involves hammering in another way. You know? I don't want to kill you, Nikolas. He leans in closer, smiling until you feel his breath tickle your ear. He murmurs it soft and dark like a wretched song. You must be mad at me. I bit you. I know. You're turning into everything you despise. You must want to kill me, Angel. Slowly, quietly, you raise your stake in front of you. A warning for him to get away. Nikolas's eyes widen. He laughs, delighted, but he doesn't draw away. In front of my worshippers. You would dare. Don't make me do this. Please, Hunter, as you wish. Give in to it. I know you're all sorts of messed up in the head. Give us a little show and tell. Stake him or hold back? Let's hold back first, and then we'll stake him. He grins as you lower your stake. He guides your hand down delicate, and you think he seems amused, almost reverent. Are you in love with me yet? That's right, put the stake away. Good girl. That's a good Hunter. The stake clatters against the church floor, useless. You find yourself gazing up at him, and for a moment you think he'll bring his hand from up where he's holding yours to touch your cheek, but he doesn't. Trigger the light. Oh, you're that kind of misanthrope. A sordid, glorious one, yes. How did you know? You weren't exactly downplaying it. Lucky guess. I'm the missionary of my own cause. I don't want reverence. I need an army. Having a quick peek at our affection thing, at least Nikolas likes us a lot. Yay! And you, Hunter? You're only here because of the vampire overlord hounded by his freakish vermins. A dead girl walking, but there you were, lucky to be delivered to my mouth, given a second chance. A rebirth. He points his cross towards the vampire crowd. You're like them. Hopeful, impressionable, wanting until you get messed up by God and Octania and every foul soul lurking in the depths. Aren't you done hiding? And the vampires around him are reverent. They are quiet, staring, mouths quivering, and with a jolt you realize Nikolas is preaching. This is his congregation in session, and his convert is you. It's always been you. You must be exhausted, Hunter. I am too, that's why I'm doing this. I'm the saint, I'm trying to save Octania. And that means I can't have you disrupting my work. You're with me or against me, Hunter. A thing like you on my side, a blood-sucking hunter. I'd want that very much. But if you choose to go against me, I promise you, I'll make you my enemy until the end of time. Fine, I'll help you. I knew I could count on you, Hunter, but you must hate the vampire overlord so much. And I'm sorry that you turned, but I'm not sorry that we're doing this together. We'll get vengeance this way, how about that? He's saying sorry like it isn't his fault. I'd like that. Yeah, I hear it loud and clear. My death for the Cazano's destruction, that's a fine price. Shall we shake on it, Hunter? How about we kiss instead? His eyes are bright. If you didn't know he was a vampire, he might have looked virtuous. Could it really be this easy? Even if he is a cult leader, he's idealistic, practically quixotic. Then again, aren't they all? Why do you want to kill the Overlord that badly? For a moment, a shadow passes in his irises. He doesn't look comfortable. If you didn't know him, you'd say he seemed scared, but then the valiant anger in his golden eyes again, that blazing righteousness that won't quit. Nikolas grins, all teeth and fangs and everything brilliant. Let's say it's personal. Crap, you collapse in your room, you breathe in and breathe out. Your heartbeat is frantic like the stuttering wings of a dying butterfly, in and out, in and out. That couldn't have gone worse. There's a sensation in your gut, warm and sick. You can still feel the graze of his hand upon yours. See the smoke burning from his flesh that held the cross. He's the vampire saint, he says. He's gonna kill the vampire overlord, he says. His idealistic god face. You almost want to kiss it. No, that's enough thinking for today. It's time to sleep. Your dreams are flush with death. You dream of a past, a girl only so young thinking all of Octania was hers to have. A girl growing up in a church fighting among paladins. A hope and a dream in the heart of her chest, Octania was hers to save. A girl finding a family dead in the dirt, torn open by vampires. You always knew your happiness wouldn't last. You dream of the hunt, sobbing, standing on the high priest huntress steps. The ghost of the dead echoing in your head. A plea on your lips, let me join, I need revenge. I'll do your guild proud. The churning in you dream of disease, the churning in your flesh, gnawing and growing. You're turning into a darker thing, vile thing. You dream of a bloodsucker, a boy, his teeth pretty, his halo almighty. You dream of fangs, sharpening, mottling in your gums. You dream of death. You dream of a beginning. Again. End of episode 2. No, this is so good. I'm so in love with this. Oh my god. Okay, before we close it out, let's go back and see what happens when we try and stake him. Stake Nikolas. Hunter. He wrenches your staking hand away and laughs in your face, a deranged light glistening in his irises. He seizes your cheek, forcing you to look. You're a tease, aren't you? A freaking tease, trying to destroy me when I've got a grand reckoning to do. Sorry you don't get to. He's so close. You feel his fangs graze over your throat, a breathless warning. Can you just bite in like a hot way? Here's what you do. You'll be useful. You do as you're told. You hear me talk, because my church is in session, angel. Cut off his head, and the Hydra will grow a fresh one. You be just like it, Nikolas. Don't compare me to that piece of shit. You're gonna die, Hunter? I can get that arranged. You're forgetting who has the stake. And you're forgetting who you're talking to, Angel. He's the saint of the world. I'm the missionary of my own cause. I don't want reverence. I need an army. And you, Hunter? You're only here because of the vampire overlord. He points his cross towards his vampiric crowd. You're like them. Hopeful, impressionable, wanting until you get messed up by God and Octania and every foul soul lurking in the depths. Aren't you done hiding? And the vampires around him are reverent. They're quiet, staring, mouths quivering. And with a jolt, you realize Nikolas is preaching. This is his congregation in session, and his convert is you. It's always been you. You must be exhausted, Hunter. I am too. That's why I'm doing this. I'm the saint. I'm trying to save Octania. And that means I can't have you disrupting my work. You're with me or against me, Hunter. A thing like you on my side, a blood-sucking hunter. I'd want that very much. If you choose to go against me, I promise you, I'll make you my enemy until the end of time. I'd sooner kill you. Yeah, that's Aiko's father we're talking about. I'm not getting involved in this drama. It's not drama, Hunter. It's payback. I don't give a damn what Aiko thinks. If she suffers because I killed her piece of shit father, then all the better for it. She might be thankful, honestly. Wow, sounds like there's baggage. But enough of this. I didn't come to you to talk to you about Aiko Kazanov. Even if he is a cult leader, he's idealistic, practically quixotic. Then again, aren't they all? Why do you want to kill the Overlord? Nikolas grins, all teeth and fang and everything brilliant. Let's say it's personal. You collapse in your room, you breathe in and out. Your heartbeat is frantic like the stuttering winds of a dying butterfly. In and out, in and out. That couldn't have gone worse. There's a sensation in your gut, warm and sick. You think of his laugh, his fingers on your cheek, his fangs touching your throat. You'll be useful. You do as you're told. You grit your teeth. And didn't you do exactly that? Nikolas, the godforsaken vampire saint, is still alive and preaching his cause in Octania. He's still on the loose and you're still dying, turning. Despite yourself, you feel an awful warmth sitting in your stomach. Butterflies. You can't be thinking like this about Nikolas, about the vampire that nearly killed you. That's enough for today. It's time to sleep. And then we have the nightmare, and yeah, that's the end. God, this is so good. This is incredible. Be sure to also wishlist this on Steam. I have the link in the description box below. And also rate the game on itch.io. And also support the Patreon if you guys are able to. But yeah, this was amazing. I love Rose's writing so much. She is so talented and so incredible. I knew that this game was going to be like incredibly amazing. And I'm so glad that I was not disappointed in the slightest. I saw Nikolas and I was like, yep, that's the one. That's the one I want to romance so freaking badly because I want him so badly. But yeah, I think the concept itself is so incredibly interesting. Like, you are a hunter. You're supposed to hate vampires, which are like your mortal enemy. And yet, you have been turned into the thing that you hate the most. And I think setting that premise for an enemies to lovers arc is so incredibly delicious. I cannot wait to see what happens next. I don't know too much about Sofia and Florian's stories. Hopefully I'll have the time to play them like sometime in the future. But for now, I'm going to be focusing on Nick's route as the episodes come out. But honestly, Nick is so intriguing to me. It's so wonderful to have like an oxymoron of a character. Like, you can tell that I'm a big fan of subverted expectations and like things that are like opposing each other because he is a vampire. Holy stuff burns him, like the cross burns him, holy water hurts him, like words of God is like works against him. Yet he is running a church and running a congregation and holding the cross and portraying himself like a saint and a savior of Octania and running a cult with him as the religious figurehead. It's very interesting because it's very against a vampire's nature for him to do something like that. And yet that is what he embodies, and he has a whole grand design that he's going to execute. And I think like in a way that he's right, if you were actually on his side, a hunter that has essentially been like blasphemed into turning into what she hates the absolute most, both of you are going to be an absolute force to reckon when it comes to changing Octania into something. I'm going to be going for the romance as much as I can because I am a sucker for romance. But when it comes to subsequent episodes, I'll explore as much of Nick's routes and like options as much as I can. This is so good. I'm so excited. There's so much like delicious lore that Roses always puts in her games, and they all like tie in together so well. More than that, she's just an incredibly talented writer and also lore builder and like world crafter, because you could tell that like when she's writing, there's been a lot of thought that's been put into how everything is structured, how the world state is, and everything that the characters say. A lot of the times it references to the world a larger level, so you can actually glean together and piece together pieces of the universe that she has beautifully crafted. It's always why I really enjoy her games and why I feel so lucky to be able to experience stuff that she writes, because there's so much love and care put into every single aspect of the things that she creates. There's the aesthetic, the identities of the characters, the narrative of the characters themselves, and also just the general world at large. There's an incredible amount of love and patience and very careful planning that has been into this to craft a universe for us to experience and like essentially live in for a couple of moments in which you feel completely immersed. So yeah, I had an absolute blast playing this, and I'm going to patiently wait for all the future episodes. In the meantime, please definitely support Rose. Check out the links I put in the description box below, and also be sure to check out her other games as well, like Gluttony Gods and also Killer Chat, which I know a lot of you guys love immensely. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I did. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes of Bloodlust.exe. And also, if you feel like monetarily supporting my channel, feel free to check out my Patreon, which is linked in the description box below too. Supporting gives you access to exclusive art, exclusive playthroughs, and also uncut reactions to spicy scenes, but it is absolutely not mandatory, only just very appreciated. Anyway, thank you so much again, and until the next fictional man, take care.